Tell me when you're all set. Give people some time to
Hi guys.
come in. Hi guys, yeah.
We'll give allow for a few minutes to get everybody
Yes.
situated. We're right on time, 6 p.m. 6:01 p.m. Give a few minutes.
Joe Perry, you're supposed to be working out. What the fuck are you on the Go Live for?
Archangel,
Go work out.
get it.
Watch it later. The return of the fucking Archangel.
You said the Archangel lands May 9th.
Mm-hmm.
That's up.
Yep.
Oh damn. Okay, there's like 70 people in there already.
Okay, cool.
That's awesome.
All right,
Joey
so.
would say, hi guys.
Hi guys. Why don't you start? Explain how the last 3 weeks have gone since the first show.
Where do we even begin? Like, it's so all over the place. I don't even know where to start. So we did the first show.
We have not gone live since the first show.
I know. It's
Yeah.
been a while, so there's a lot to cover. First show was great. Wasn't exactly what we thought it was going to be. So we found out about another show and decided on a whim to do the show.
On the DL.
It was on the DL. I mean, a lot of people knew, but I mean, these are people that are close to us. For the most part, nobody knew, and it was really a surprise. But our clients also did this show, so we're like...
It was a good fit.
It just worked out. Everything just kind of fell into place because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to do it. We already just did the show. We had the membership card. I mean, it was just kind of, everything just kind of fell into place.
So we had
Nice Yankee glass, Joe Yeager says.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. Felix, thank you.
We
Hi, Rich.
So we had another 3 weeks of hey Rich. We had another 3 weeks of dieting, minus about a day and a half of eating bad after the first show. I would say, right? We didn't eat that bad.
We were disappointed, so I don't know. I think subconsciously we knew we were gonna do something else, so we didn't like freaking go crazy. We had a few things, that we really wanted, and we ate, and that was it.
We went to Little Italy.
We went
had
right
great
back
food.
to dieting.
I think we came home, had a pizza on that Monday, and by Tuesday morning we were back to dieting.
Mm-hmm.
So we competed in.
Thank you, John Chadwick.
Trevose, Pennsylvania, which is right outside of Philadelphia.
Thank you, Andrew.
Which was pretty cool. About a 5.5 hour drive. When you're competing in a show, it takes a little bit longer because you stop and you go to the bathroom an awful lot.
You will find every bathroom you never knew existed when you were on prep.
McDonald's are
I
very
promise
clean.
you that. Yes, there's a good tip. McDonald's bathrooms are usually very clean.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily here in Rochester, New York, but on major throughways and destination routes, they really are.
I've never actually used the bathroom locally in a McDonald's.
Me neither. The one time I did, it was not pretty.
So we get in, we did our check-in, we did our tan, we walked around the mall for a very small little bit. I slept in the car while Joanna got her nails done for 2.5 fucking hours. And when you're doing that, they don't let you walk into random businesses to go to the bathroom. So I was laying in the back of the car, and my bladder started to fill up, I'm not gonna lie. So it's like, do I become a Pennsylvania registered sex offender and just piss out the door? No. I decided to use the gallon jug. So, which I sent to Chuck Valenti and Bobby Cristiano. They got to see my urine in the gallon jug.
Wegman's bathroom is great. Yeah, Wegman's is really freaking clean too.
So the show was on Saturday. We met our shout out to Will and Casey, our clients. They both took first place this weekend.
You guys did awesome. They look great.
It was great to see them. It was great to see.
I never competed with clients before. That was fun. We had a good time.
I've seen some of the guys from some of the competitors from last week's show.
We competed against a lot of the same
Shout out to
people.
Albert. He was in my class. He's a good competitor. There's only certain people you can talk about bodybuilding with that go back You know, as long as I have, this guy's been competing for a long time, so it's good to see him again. And without getting into exacts about diet, we did some things in the last 24 hours, last show, food-wise that we shouldn't have done. I don't want to get into it, but this time we didn't. As Dave Palumbo said, we don't do any kooky shit. We didn't do anything kooky.
You don't.
We just stayed with our plan.
Stay the course. Here's the thing: when it's you don't want to stay the course. You want to second guess everything. And that was our mistake. We had to just stay the freaking course. If it's worked the whole prep, why are you going to change it when it's down to the wire? There's no reason for it.
If you can get to
don't do it.
If you can get to 95% and you're thinking some kooky shit might get you to 100, it's going to back you up to 85%.
Don't
and
do
I
it.
think that's what it did to us.
Don't do it.
Show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hands down.
So
we need our own show on cable TV. Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, we do.
So fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fucking really shame on me. So we stayed the course. We did our normal foods that we had planned out. We didn't do anything off of our plan. Joanna had eaten a certain way for the last 6 weeks, which was different than how I ate the last 6 weeks. And we just continued on with our prep until we do the traditional rice cakes and peanut butter backstage. That was the first thing we did that wasn't part of our plan. While you pump up, you do something like that. So you just continue on, talk about the rest of the show.
What do you mean?
You continue on. Tell them how things went.
Well, the actual show?
Yeah. Tell them how you placed, how your awards and stuff. Your divisions.
This is my first time doing figure, so at the last show I did wellness. The criteria is so not like set in stone for this division. Wasn't the right division for me. The judges' feedback was that I really belonged in the figure division. So we busted out trying to learn figure mandatories in literally less than 2 weeks.
It was real fun.
A show shoe may have gotten thrown. A glass may or may not have been broken.
Just like this,
but
the matching one.
The point is, it got done, and Joe was very patient with me, and
I'm a good guy.
Well. But here's the thing, I still need a lot of help. But now I get to compete in Miami for free.
And how'd you get that?
Because I freaking won. So I won novice figure, which means it's your first show, you've never won a show, which obviously I never competed in the division. And then open, I won open, short, and then the overall. So the overall, it comes down to the overalls, and then it's their discretion, the judges, who they pick to go to Miami. So they chose me and the bikini girl.
So basically, this organization is doing what nobody else is. So you gotta figure, everybody wants to compete in these small natural shows. They give away pro cards. Here's the thing. What the fuck are you going to do with the pro card? Okay? When I won my pro card with the NGA, and then I renewed my pro card with the NGA.
I did nothing with my pro card.
Neither did I. We just paid for
it. Nothing.
So
why does everyone want a pro card?
So you win, and then you pay for a pro card.
I won Miami.
Joanna won.
Woo!
They're paying for her hotel, her entry, and her airfare to Miami. So that's easily over $1,000 value right there. So I didn't win that, so I'm gonna walk to Miami as soon as this show is done. And by the time the summertime comes, I'll be there and I'll be a 120-pound dude. I'll be fucking, I'll have a ripped ass.
No, we're both competing.
So we're gonna compete in Miami.
Miami Grand Prix. It's a 2-day show.
Oh, by the way, I won too. I won bodybuilding. Yep. I won the Open. I also won the Masters, and I won Best Abs. And I won Best Abs because all those ab workouts I did, which really killed me for all these weeks. Get ready for the show.
Listen.
I trained abs like 6 times for the show.
Seriously, stop with like the messages. What's your secret to your 6-pack abs? What's your secret exercise? There isn't one. It's called diet and cardio, okay? That's what he did. We barely train abs. People don't understand. Like, that's not how it works.
You're not going to eat Sonic fucking slushies with nerds in them and get in shape, but we can drink them now. Just saying. So, the show is over. We had a great time. We got to catch up with people. And when you're doing shows, honestly, you do this shit as affordably as possible, okay? So we booked the Red Roof Inn, which wasn't bad. I mean, on paper, it doesn't look bad.
It was pretty bad.
But the room was clean. We had a good price, a lot of construction there. So we hardly ever drink. So if we think we're gonna have a couple drinks, we do the responsible thing. What adults do is you get a Lyft or you get an Uber. It's the cheapest fucking way to not get a DWI, kill yourself or kill somebody else. So we're waiting for our Lyft, and Joanna will describe what happened.
First of all, I'm pretty sure it's common etiquette when someone's making a transaction at an ATM, you don't come up to them. We were in the lobby waiting for our Uber. I'm literally making a transaction, taking money out of the ATM. Some extremely large, toothless woman, absolutely under the influence of some chemical, what I do not know, but you can tell from her erratic behavior, the way she was disheveled, her appearance, just everything you could tell. Immediately asking everybody that walks, did you have a ride? Did you have a ride? Did you have a ride for me? Do you drive? Do you have a car? Can I get a ride? So she came right up to me. I'm taking money out of the ATM. It was right in my face. You got a car? Could you drive? I need a ride. I go, no, I'm sorry. That's all I said was no. She immediately flips out, runs into the lobby and says, this bitch called me a fat bitch. Starts yelling, getting in his face. Hey, where's your wife? Where's your wife? Does she know you're out with a man? Look at your man. You're with a man. I'm like, what the fuck?
We're sitting there on our phones.
First of all, I didn't call you a fat bitch ever. If that's what you think in your deranged fucking stone brain, then that's your problem. But I never said those words. Now you're calling me a man, so all bets are off. Guess what? Now you are a fat fucking slob. I'm sorry. Yeah, you are.
Maybe she was a...
She came at me. She was going to kill me, like literally kill me. I was ready, dude. I don't give a fuck.
So the little thing beeps, and Lyft is coming to get us. So we head outside, and this woman runs out, follows us.
Runs, dude. Run.
I mean, as fast as she could run. She ain't breaking no marathon fucking record.
She was barreling. That's the fastest she ran in a long time.
She was running faster.
Her poor boyfriend couldn't even hold her back. You could see the look on his face. He's been through this a million times.
She ran faster than if the Old Country Buffet had just opened up. Okay? Fast. So she's like, what are you going to say now, bitch? And she's going on and on and on and on. And Joanna goes, you know what? I didn't call you a fat bitch now, but you are a fucking fat bitch.
Sorry, you are.
I'm with one hand.
I didn't do anything. I did not deserve that.
With one hand, I'm holding Joanna back, and my fist is clenched. I've never, ever, ever hit a woman before, but if she charged us, I was going to have to put all 168 fucking pounds.
That's not a woman. That's a beast.
In her face, okay?
That's a freaking beast.
And her boyfriend, I feel bad for him because he was probably...
He was trying.
He was probably a fucking scumbag drug addict too, but he was trying to, I'm sure he deals with this shit all the time. So, all I could utter out of my mouth was, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was fucking baffled. Like, I couldn't even compose any more words because that's all I kept saying. So we had to complain the next day. We went out, we had a good time. We had to complain the next day.
Gilbert Grape's mom attacked you both. Yeah, basically.
They gave us a free night of our hotel, which hasn't gone back in my credit card yet, but...
Here's the point, though. That wasn't the only incident in Philly. Like, we encountered a lot of really mean people. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. We were just in New York City, and we didn't even encounter that. Everyone was freaking awesome in New York City, and nice and welcoming. People in Philly are literally, like, want to fight you. Literally get in your face and want to fight you.
I'm not going to lie. When the light is red, I do like to text or email or go on Facebook or maybe Instagram. Maybe update my profile.
No, don't say that, Joe. It's against the law.
Maybe not. Maybe not in Philly. Maybe not in Pennsylvania. So, but when the light turns green, in a tenth of a second, people are honking the horn, give me the thing. You're like, dude.
They're out of the window in their car. ew, like screaming. Like, is it because they see our plates are from New York? Or are they really that mean? Like, what is wrong with them? Some lady tried to shove a paper for a psychic thing in my face. She threw it in my face. I said, no, thank you. She still left it anyway, so I freaking threw it on the ground. She rips it off the ground and said, you didn't have to do that. Well, I told you I didn't want it, lady. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's a big thing in Pennsylvania. I think that psychic readings are illegal, I read. So they have to do it on the DL. Very strange. So first of all, I called the Red Room.
Gina.
And I told them what happened. They're like,
Miss you.
we try to get her to leave and she won't. So in other words, they're letting a lady who is not they're letting this thing who is not a guest charge her cell phone in the lobby and harass all the paying guests.
It wasn't just me. Everyone that walked in, she was asking for a freaking ride, dude. It was so embarrassing. Some woman had her child and like a big luggage. Like, who wants to deal with that when they're checking into a hotel? It's just brutal. Absolutely brutal. That's the best word for it, really.
So we frequented.
Philly is trash. It really is.
We frequented some
city of brotherly love. My fat ass.
We frequented some establishments. We got back home. We called the Red Roof. On our checkout, we got some money supposedly refunded. And Joanna's filing reports to the local agencies, and they will be speaking to our lawyer soon. Probably not, but we're gonna bluff that. See what we can get out of them. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, we have to talk about competed and everything.
Go ahead.
So it's been 6 years since Joe's competed, and it's been like 3-4 a year for me. And I think one of the main reasons that we wanted to do this was because we haven't promoted a show in Rochester, New York, and bodybuilding in general has been pretty limited in this area. And so we really wanted to see what this organization was all about and compete for ourselves. So that's what we did. And now this whole year has just been a learning experience and really just getting a lot of research to make our show really great.
For 20 years I promoted between the NMA and the NGA and the IFBB. We canceled the show last year, couldn't make it work, which is, I swallow my pride to do that. I've never canceled a show before. And you cancel the show, and immediately people are asking, when do you put on another show? So we've got, a bunch of trainers that are interested, a bunch of businesses and sponsors are interested, and our surprise is going to be the return of the Northeast Championships, the 22nd annual. It's going to be May 9th.
Woo!
There's going to be a lot more details. Just check on our pages. There's an event page. Look it up. You can like it off of that. And we will have 2 competitors that the IFBB Physique America will be paying their way to Miami. So in other words, you'll win a trip like Joanna won, where they will pay your expenses to compete.
We're already registered, everything. Ooh.
The Miami Grand Prix show, which is a big show, international. They had people from 30-something countries last time. So it's a big show, and it will, it's a big deal. You're getting things that most competitors, even our IFBB, whatever you want to call them, pros, that never earn a nickel. They're never getting anything given to them. They're paying for their pro card and never getting a dime. This way, at least you can say, hey, your friends and family, what'd you win? I won a free trip to Miami to compete. All expenses paid. That's a big deal. That's my opinion.
It's going to be the whole show experience, though. I mean, it's going to be everything. Vendors, everything. Host hotel, hair, makeup, suits, everything. Mm-hmm. Everything you can think of, we're going to have. It's going to be really nice. And I forgot what I was going to say now.
It's time. People don't miss something until it's gone. I've been hearing about it for the past year. When do you come put another?
Everyone wants to compete in their hometown. Mm-hmm. I mean, nobody wants to travel a million miles to see someone parade around in a bikini. They want to go in their hometown and have all their friends and family there. That's the fun of it, When you go out of town, a lot of people can't afford to come see you. They can't take off from work. You know what I mean? I haven't competed locally in over 20 something years, so my casual friends and family have never seen me compete. So I think this organization has something for everybody. The wellness division is getting really popular. So ladies, if you think you don't quite fit into bikini and you're not quite muscular enough for the figure or physique categories, then shoot me a message. You might be right for wellness. It's really taking off.
There's mixed pairs, the return of mixed pairs.
Mixed pairs too, yeah. If
Yep.
any couples want to get into it, we're also doing that as well.
If you are a competitor that is in need of online or in-person training, contact Joanna or myself. We have a couple spots left open. We're getting filled up. The people are, since we've been competing, people are contacting us because they want to compete.
Yeah.
There's no secret. It's hard.
Secret.
It's hard dieting. You have to train your ass off. If you do everything like you're supposed to, win, lose, or draw, you will like the results with what you look like. That's more important than any trophy or any medal or anything like that. It's
and a lot of people have online trainers now, which is totally cool. But when it comes to posing, I'm an in-person girl. I did some Skype posing this season with a client, and I hated it. It was very, very difficult. So if anyone just wants to like get some posing help in person too, we offer that. So I mean, everyone has their thing. We all get along, is training-wise in this city. So
the thing with Joanna is she's competed in bikini, wellness, and figure. Those are 3 of the 4 categories for women. I'm a bodybuilder. If anybody comes to me and wants classic bodybuilding, I can easily do that. If they want men's physique, I'm going to send them to Gary Cooper, the IFBB pro. He can definitely take care of you.
Yeah.
So the thing is we like to support our friends that support us. So if anyone says, why did you do this?
And we only refer to people that we would take the actual guidance from as well.
Yes.
I'm not just handing out people to people that don't know what they're talking about. These are people that share our philosophies in training and nutrition and competition, everything.
Anybody can go on Google and find somebody. I'm not going to refer to a blank, a faceless person on Google. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to refer people to friends and people that are deeply involved in the industry. If you can find them locally, that's great. If you need to search for them, I've been doing this shit for 30 years. Everybody knows everybody, So it's going to be a very good experience. We're going to update you guys as we get closer to the show, as we add sponsors. We're right now, we got a lot accomplished today. We've
got a lot accomplished in general, but it's just going to keep coming faster and harder as we get closer. So if you guys do want to be a sponsor, you reach out, because we have different, price packages where you could get a lot of exposure for your business for a very small price.
We're going to work on a host hotel.
We
want, everything is going to be locally. We don't want to make you, you can stay wherever you want, but I'm not going to put somebody out at the airport or out in Gates or Henrietta when everything is in Rondequoit.
We have people traveling to compete as well, so we want to make sure that they see the best of Rochester and that they have contacts with the best people here: hair, makeup, hotel, food, tanning, everything.
We would love to do the return of the after party for the show.
After party, yes.
With J&J Personal Training.
Yes. With Miko Pizza.
Miko Pizza and some desserts and things like that. It's good for.
We will be in prep too, so it'll be fun.
Right. It's also, not to change topics, I want to shout out Sean Everingham, November 9th. We made our accommodations to come up and judge the UFE World Championships, which is a big deal.
Always a good time.
It's such a
great show.
It's such a good experience with the different divisions, things you don't see that are not in big cities. You don't see in the United States. This is, I think, my 4th year going there. Joanna's 2nd, and we had a great time last year.
Yeah, it's a blast.
And it's a good time. We like to meet a bunch of new people. He has like an after party at a pizza place there. I love to go there. Again, it's more you're enriching your experience with the whole bodybuilding scene. There's only a certain amount of people that can talk and have all these things in common. Your non-competitive friends and family may humor you and may say this or that, but it's us competitors that can all share in with the camaraderie that other normal or I call them the commoners. The commoners don't understand what we do, so they can respect it, but it's a tight-knit community that I like to be involved with.
That's another reason we didn't tell anybody we're competing. People don't understand it. People are so sick of hearing about it because it's all you see on social media. My macros, my workout, it's like people that aren't doing this don't fucking care. So it's like, why am I going to tell someone just so I can, be disappointed when they don't ask me how I did and don't even care that I fucking won the whole show? Why am I going to do that and set myself up for that? No.
When I was
I
younger,
don't compete for anybody else but myself.
when I was younger, when I didn't do well in a show, and I would have to come back in town, and I would dread having to tell people I took 5th, or I didn't place, or this or that. Because all they look at it is, you just weren't good. But you could be the best person in the gym. You could look awesome, but there could be 4 guys or girls that look better than you. You do the best you can.
Justin. Yeah, I did, but it was because I undercooked it. It wasn't the fish. I was like half asleep when I was cooking it.
I have an iron cast stomach because I have so many issues anyway. I can digest shit. Because if it doesn't work out well, it just throws up and I move on to the next meal. No big deal. Yeah.
That's another thing I think we need to talk about. Who wins the Best Abs Award that literally threw up this entire fucking show prep?
You think I kept my abs tight? I keep my abs tight when I throw up. No,
I don't. You burped up everything. You hiccup everything. You throw up. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. You're a modern miracle. I
am the fucking modern miracle man. Yeah. I'm fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
They don't know what that is.
No, they don't know either. How much time we at so far?
No, Jut. We freaking love that place. We've been getting so much stuff from there. You saved the day with that. Thanks, Jut. What time we're at?
Yeah.
That doesn't say.
Okay.
How do I see?
All right.
No, let's see. We got one.
Okay, good.
That's it.
Keep talking though. Joanna got the coolest sword I've ever seen in my entire life. That looks like it would just cut your insides out, like you see on Kill Bill where they impale somebody. That's what this sword looks like.
I've never gotten that at a show before. I was so excited.
Shout out to Paula Franklin. We love the awards.
Yeah, thank you, Paula.
Paula worked her ass off. She was expediting. She was oiling up competitors backstage. How many promoters are putting oil on competitors and helping them out with their tan? Nobody does that.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She also drove from Virginia to Philadelphia to put on the show, which is very hard promoting a show when you don't live there. I know I've done it before. So we want to shout her out. A very good experience. Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do this every 2 weeks as we get up to May. We were anything like questions related to the show. If you want to compete, if you know somebody who wants to compete, like any questions at all, just message us directly, text us. We're not too good for anybody. These people that like give 48 hours to get back to you, no. We will immediately message you and tell you what's up because this is important to us and this is our business and we want this to be successful. So spread the word. As soon as we have posters, we'll be going out to all the gyms and training facilities. Mm-hmm. Put our posters up, support us. Even if you don't like us, like, it's a show. It's about camaraderie. It's about athletes. Like, just be supportive. Like, somebody worked really hard for this. Like, it shouldn't matter who's promoting the show. It should matter about the athletes and the experience that we're going to give to them, which I think is going to be above average and make the difference. And trainers that support the show and put multiple competitors in, we will take care of you. Mm-hmm. One way or the other. We will make sure we cut your costs down to next to nothing. Yep. Advertise your training business or advertise your gym.
Put 2 or more clients in our show, trainers, and you'll have your own, banner on our stage.
Sure. That's all stuff we can work out. There's no one to check with. We determine together what we do. So IFBB Physique America, you've got a ton of experience with people on the panel, with the higher ups in the organization. It's about the history. It's in 200 countries. We're building it up in this country right now.
We're competitors. We just competed. We did 2 shows. We know what it takes to make this great and what the competitors want in a show experience and what your friends and family want to see and support you.
Not to cut you off, we're also going to do this live judge.
Live judging, yeah. Tell them what live judging is. No one knows that. Well,
so your friends and family normally, they don't go to the pre-judging. But if they do, there's like a 6-hour break between pre-judging and night show, which is terrible. You can't really go anywhere. You want to lay down and relax. I've had competitors coming from out of the area. I
passed out at that NPC show and almost missed the night show.
They're sleeping in the auditorium, so it's live judged. We take care of our clerical work in the morning. We set up our stuff. The show starts at noon. It'll probably we're going to go through all of the routines. where all the comparisons, small intermission, tally up the scores, and then we give you awards. So you're going to be getting out before the sun goes down.
So you can go out to dinner with your family early.
You can have a good meal, not shitty bar food, at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's too late, yeah.
Right. I've done many shows where it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Where are we going to go? You don't want booze after the show. You want to sit down and eat your face off. Mm-hmm. You don't want to eat shitty, frozen, bar food. You want to have a good meal with your friends and family. We're going to help you accomplish that.
We're going to do it all. One-stop shop.
All right, we're going to end that tonight.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support.
If you have questions...
Let's say thank you, because you know what? Competing in a show, training for a show is so stressful, and it's so lonely sometimes. Like, it's really lonely. And honestly, above anybody else, our clients have really supported us the most throughout this. So
for sure.
I want to thank you guys for everything.
We're blessed to really have some good people that we see on a daily or every other day basis that may not have competed but are very supportive in what our goals are, and
they support our business and they believe in what we do, and they're getting results, and they have appreciation for what we do and want to support us. And you know what? I appreciate that.
A lot of our clients have offered
people
to help us out.
People I've known my whole life don't even give me that respect. So that means a lot to us.
A lot of our clients have offered to help us out at the show, and we're definitely going to take advantage of that. And
want to be a part of it.
It's not like there's.
That's awesome.
It's not
that
like
makes
there's.
us feel so good.
It's not like you put this. You do this for money. You do this for name recognition. You do this to further the sport. We're trying to build up this organization. All these other smaller shows want to put people into the Miami show. We're going to be there competing anyway. It would be nice to see people that we know and that we get along with to come down. And it was great competing with Will and Casey, this past weekend. It's nice to see them accomplish our goals as we accomplish ours.
Hell yeah.
All right, we're done for the night.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
My foot's asleep. Ooh.